We just got some info on the pre-order bonuses for Ultimate Team in College Football 25. Now, first things first, if you want this pack, you must pre-order the deluxe edition of the game by tonight. I don't know why they just now decided to come out with what these cards are going to look like, but they did, and if you want these cards, you have to pre-order the deluxe edition by tonight. Now, if you're just now seeing this video and weren't able to pre-order the deluxe edition in time, don't worry, these cards, to be completely honest, just aren't that good. Here you can see the difference in the pre-order offers between the deluxe edition and the standard edition of the game. Me personally, I'm going to be playing this game a lot as well as making videos on it, so for me it makes the most sense to get the deluxe edition. If you're not going to play that much, if you're not really going to sweat out the game, then it really doesn't matter. You can go ahead and get the standard edition and it won't make that big of a difference. Another option for you when looking to pre-order the game is the MVP bundle. If you play a lot of Madden like myself, then that really can help you decide on which edition you want to get. If you are looking to play both like I am, I would strongly suggest getting the MVP bundle, because this has both the deluxe edition of Madden as well as the deluxe edition of college football, and it's only $150. I know that might sound like a lot to some of you, but it's honestly the best deal, and if you're going to play both, I think it'll be worth it. Now, let's go ahead and get into this pack. So, this pack is called the Heisman Hopeful pack. It lets you pick between one of 5 players. The first thing I noticed when looking at these cards is that they're only 83 overall, which seems pretty low considering, at least in Madden Ultimate Team, typically the highest overall cards start out at 88. If this is still the case for College Football Ultimate Team, then that means these cards aren't going to have much longevity on your team, and that's something you're going to need to pay attention to when picking which player you want. This pack lets you choose between Carson Beck, Caleb Downs, Zach Branch, Will Johnson, and Ashton Galletti, I don't know. It's something like that. The first card we're going to look at here is Carson Beck. Now he has 74 speed. Personally, I feel like that is pretty low because I feel like high speed on quarterbacks is going to be big early in the game. As far as throwing stats, it's not that bad. I mean, he has 82 throw power, 81 medium accuracy, 79 deep. His stats aren't bad, but only being an 83 overall, he's not going to have much longevity on your team. Caleb Downs, on the other hand, he's a free safety with 84 speed, 80 zone coverage, and 80 hit power. I really like this card, I really do. Upgrading your secondary is going to be huge early in the game, and with speed like that, I think he'd be able to be on my team for quite a while, I'm not going to lie. So I do really like this card. But there's another defender on this list that I do like more. The next card we have is Zach Branch, an 83 speed wide receiver who has 83 catch, 80 deep route running, 79 medium, and 79 short. I really, really like this card. Like I was saying earlier, I feel like speed is going to be big early in the game. 83 speed at only 83 overall is super big, and wide receiver is one of those positions where you're going to have 3, 4, maybe even 5 on your team. So he's not a bad option. In fact, he's probably my second favorite option on this list. He's a really good card, and you cannot go wrong with picking him. The next card we have is Will Johnson. Now this card right here is going to be my pick. He's an 83 speed cornerback with 79 zone, 82 man, and 80 press. I don't know how good man coverage is going to be at the start of the game, but typically it's pretty good, and with that 83 speed, he's going to be a shutdown corner. When it comes to picking cards out of packs like this, it is vital to pick a position where the card can stay on your team for as long as possible. Cornerback, there's 3, 4, 5 that you use, same with wide receiver, and that is why this Will Johnson and that Zach Branch card are my 2 favorite options out of this pack. Me personally, I think I'm going to go with Will Johnson because I like my defense to be top-notch at the start of the game, but that Zach Branch card is a close second. Now our final card is this left in Ashton Galletti. or however you pronounce it. I'm probably saying it wrong. This card comes in with 80 speed, 81 block shed, 80 power move, and 81 finesse move. It's not a bad card at all, but I also feel like the difference between having someone like an 83 overall left end as opposed to some like 78, 79 probably won't make that big of a difference in deciding those games that you play as having like a Will Johnson or a Zach Branch will. So those are all 5 of the players you can pick from. As I said earlier, I really like that Zach Branch card as long as that Will Johnson. I think Will Johnson is going to be my pick, but you can't go wrong with either of those two. Thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end of the video. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're new here and you want to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. It's easy, it's free, it'll take 1 second out of your day, and it'll make my week. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.